Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to this portal of the Lion's Gate. Sirius is right in front of this portal. Sirius opens to the galactic center and all of the galactic planes. And so it is, for a long time we had to find a way to enter into this portal to connect to the galactic great central sun energy. But now the energy is just flowing down into this realm, and so just allow yourself to be receptive to it. For we feel we're no longer compatible with this lower matrix. Yes, we know we came here in service, so it's like we have to bite the bullet a little bit or a lot sometimes. For we're here to assist humanity in its awakening. We're here to assist in the healing of the planet. Not that the planet, but the planet is just we need to stop. We need to find ways. It's not about this climate insanity. We're gonna add taxes on carbon thing and so. But we have to stop the deforestation. We need to stop the industrial pollution. We need to become aware that the planet is a living being. Because right now there's like all this competitive energy that are competing in depriving the planet of all the resources as fast as it's possible for the sole purpose of profit and power. And so the planet is a real living being. It's the humanity is the only one that do not know that. The planet is willing to give, but we have to do it with respect and gratitude and balance to allow her to regenerate, to recreate all those resources. And so when we're grateful, the planet is really, really willing to give. And so we're also moving towards, in a few days, in this full moon in Aquarius. It's going to be a very powerful changing shift, a great shift. So we have to move into this quantum state to hold the compassion rather than the criticism. And so the highest wisdom is equilibrium. Let's pray for that. What we need to understand is the judgment. There is a judgment from the higher self, which is not the lower judgment. It is just something that's because life has already been written. We just we go with the flow, or we resist the flow. If we resist the flow, it will take longer, but life will get what it wants. What we need to do, accomplishment, is to fulfill certain things that we came here to fulfill, and the outcome, hopefully, will be rejoicing. Let's hope so. And so for it is all about the modification of our consciousness. Everything is about consciousness, time, space. For once we have a consciousness that is connected to our higher self, time and space will no longer be barriers. We'll live in non-time and non-space. We'll be able to move into any time, any space. For I went to visit in the year 2922 just to see what it was there, and everything is fine on the planet on this timeline I visited, and without asking, there was the goddess Mat that came to assist me in this process. For it was just a visit I did there. I would probably want to move there maybe eventually, but I'm here to serve, so I'm like. It is my mission here, so it's we all came on for different reasons, but for we have a tendency to want to escape all these lower planes. We no longer resonate with it, but in some sense the circumstances have to be embraced and transcended. For we connected to this collective matrix, but there is the higher matrix of souls, the higher soul and spiritual matrix. This is really slowly but surely we integrating this light of the higher realm. For the 3D is dominant within humanity, but they're moving into quantum reality. But there are some beings that are regressing into second dimension. They're behaving like animals. They have no moral consciousness whatsoever, pure instinct and self-gratification. But that is it's part of the universe, the low evolution. There will always be beings that it's always changing, and every soul will get what in relation to what they're doing. For Aristotle says, if you want to know what somebody does, when somebody thinks, do not listen to their words, look into their action. It will be far more reliable. For it's like I spent a moment in hell last night. It's like I woke up in this nightmare, and it's like very difficult. But I understand I've had this good or bad idea to quit tobacco a few days ago, and it's like I feel like there was astral entities that used to nourish themselves from my energy when I used tobacco, and they do not want to let go. So it's like, as the master thought used to say, when you make an ascension, it's like there's all those Cerbers those dogs with 3 heads that want to devour your soul. So it's like we have to pass through that in some sense. Hopefully, I'm going to hold on to that, continue just for health purposes. For there is no judgment in relationship to anything. And I always thought, as an artist, Picasso lived. He smoked 9 packs of cigarettes a day, and he lived to be 93. So I figured, well, I'm an artist. Every lot of artists is like utilize such a thing. But he didn't have spiritual aspiration, so it's like we'll take it one day at a time, one breath at a time. And for the Earth is already ascended, and she's got already this ascended consciousness, and all of nature is connected to that. All of nature is ascending, but humanity will be the last one to follow suit. Yet there is veils after veil after veil. They will have to fall in order for us to move into this higher consciousness. The card of the day is happy, happy. To understand that all is perfect. We're just expurging all kinds of things. We're all on different. Whatever I express is from my own perspective, for it's very difficult to express something from someone else or somewhere else perspective. Yet we're all going through different lessons and pathways, and something that may be valid one day may not be valid another day. Something that may be valid on one level may not be valid on another level. So stay in touch with your soul and spirit to know what's valid for you. And for all happen within our mind, in truth. Everything is just a holographic projection. And so think positive, as the Lord Buddha used to say. What we think, we become. What we feel, we make real. Well, something that was added later, but so we have to align, because the destiny is already written. We follow the flow and it happens quickly, or we resist the flow or oppose it, and then it takes a lot longer. So it's and yet it is all about collective desires. So it's the consciousness of humanity have to be transformed. Personally, I think I see there is so much light, and people that communicate on the light. There is no longer need for me to come every day. I'm going to finish writing my book, if God willing. Then it will be black and white. Everything black and white. It's going to be illustrations, but it's going to be written, and I'm going to discuss those ideas, to explain, to go more into it. But there will be. I will communicate once a week, maybe in the. But for now, I'm here. But we have to prepare for great change. Let's see what happens. Also understanding that where we're going to end up is already been decided. We're already there. But it's like when you watch a movie, if you knew the end, you know it's going to end well. When you go see a good movie, usually 99% of the movies will have a happy ending. But if you just want to see the end, there's no need to see the movie. You just read the review. And so it's like part of, there is a suspense that is going on, but we have to have faith and trust that because we've already decided from a soul level that we'll end up somewhere. It's just the way there is what's interesting to live it out. We'll see. For it is a challenging time, for me at least, and but there is a changing of the guard. So it's like we're gonna pass the. We have to trust that the right people are there already, and everything's in place for this great shift. I'm going to finish with a song. I thank you very much for everything. It's just a song that went through my mind. It's called Always on My Mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I should have. The little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, I am so sorry I was blind. But you are always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. The little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. I don't know why this song went through my mind this morning. And the last card of the day is the Ace of Gabriel. So there is this promise, and the promise is always there. It's like sometimes it's like it's good enough to know that everything is fine on a higher, on some other dimension. And the Spirit says, "You're painting, yeah, I'm painting, but not here on this plane." Huh? It's like you're in love, you're fulfilled, you're happy, you're rich, and everything, but not on this plane. And so it's like, and so. But so it's like I have to accept. Maybe it's enough to know that there is another part of us that has fulfilled that, and that's enough to find the completion, and then we'll figure it out after the end of this life. I'm really not sure what's for here. There must be some kind of cohesion within the physical planes and the guidance. At some point, hopefully they will come together. Passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The opportunity to do something wonderful is opening itself to you. Be in joy. So it's really like putting our hand on the light, and it's like very, very empowerment. It's a kind of self-empowerment. And so I'm sorry, I'm a little shaken up by this non-smoking thing. It's like ooh, it's like ooh, those shadows are everywhere. But hopefully we'll pass. Hopefully everything will be transmuted, and I'm going to try to hold on a little bit longer if I can. And I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.